do that.
Yeah. No. We're on, boys.
Shame.
Joshua Burns forgotten the charger, so it's going to be a very, very tight second half.
That's what happens when you come to the fucking Wolfswood.
Oh.
Things get discombobulated.
Don't blame me for your unpreparedness.
That's exactly what I forgot.
Alright, well, quickly, let's get into your game. It was a big win against Collingwood, and everybody outside of Collingwood loved Press Red for Ed.
Just really quickly, it was pretty funny that you went with your grandma Friday night. You inspired me. So I woke up Saturday morning, and I thought, well, I'm going to call my old fella, my grandfather, Pop, Jack Burns.
Good name.
And I rang him up, and I said, do you want to go to the game? And he goes, what? I'm watching it at home. And I said, come on, let's go. And he goes, I haven't been back there since 1970.
So he hasn't been to a game at the G or anywhere?
He hasn't been back to the MCG since they lost to Carlton. And I said, come on. Well, I'll rug you up. You won't have to walk too far. And finally he said, all right. So I took him to the game. He went to the MCG for the first time in 4 years.
And saw him to his side get beaten by
He hated every minute of it. And it was funny because the thing that he realised, because he's watched so much, because he watches football every game, every weekend on TV.
Yeah, he's just a couch warrior.
So he sees all the slick moving and all the best camera angles. But when he watched the game with his own fresh eyes for the first time in 40 years, all he could say was, this is the worst game of football I've ever seen. It's bloody ridiculous. Look at all these umpires. There's more bloody umpire Technicolor maggots than there are bloody players on the ground.
Technicolor maggots, I do like that.
And everyone he passed by had he told his little story. It was fantastic. But the thing was, I forgot my iPhone, so I couldn't take any grandpa snaps. And selfies.
Did you blame him for not bringing your phone?
Yeah, he was in the mix there somewhere.
But the win itself.
But you know what the best part was? A former teacher at our school, she was 3 rows down, and at the game I didn't see her. Apparently she was yelling out my name or something, but I just didn't hear her. She snapped the photo and put it on Facebook.
Of you and your pop?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it was like the only evidence that we went to the actual game. And I'm standing up, yelling something or doing something, picking my nose probably. and he's just sitting there looking a bit grumpy. But he was fascinated because he's never seen the actual redeveloped MCG at all. And you never see it on camera because it's always on. Yeah, but all the big rebuilds, it's all on the side of the camera. So you never actually see that side of the ground. So his eyes were just like, wow, escalators in the MCG. Jesus.
That would have been a pretty cool time warp. That's a long time between cheers.
Huh? What?
Talked about at the start of the day.
Oh.
Can't remember.
Oh. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought now.
Train of thought, no good. Forgets the charger and then doesn't remember his own thoughts.
Alright, so anyways, quickly, we haven't got much time.
Yeah,
so
but
Deez, what
how
did
were
you
the
like the
boys?
most about it?
I liked Big Bad Bernie Vince.
Yeah.
I liked Maxi Gorn. I thought we gave him a good pump up.
Yeah, great pump up.
Yeah, Maxi Gordon really came out and performed after being on the show.
Great clunks.
I read that Jamar and Spencer are toiling well in the VFL.
Are they?
But they can't get Big Bad Maxi out of the house.
But Big Bad Maxi...
he was clunking him again.
He was clunking him, but he's got to get his work on his engine because, man, at the end of that third quarter, he was fucking wrecked. And they kept him on the ground. And, every contest he went to, he couldn't move. He couldn't even get off the ground.
I did actually see him get waved off the bench. He went running towards the bench and someone said, no, stay out.
And nearly cost us 2-3 goals against Collingwood. I don't know why you can't just take him out, but they want to build his engine up.
That's a good experience, though. You want to stay out there while you're blowing.
Yeah, that's Smash Fitness, isn't it? That's how you break through. But the other thing, quickly, Jeffrey Garland, really think he was
Did you like his
electric.
dance?
Yeah, it was funny. Brief but funny. But on that, just quickly, I want to bring up something.
What's that?
Lumumba
Mm.
gets booed the entire game.
Really?
No one fucking says
Yeah,
that.
but that's ex-player.
That's
Yeah,
an ex-player
yeah,
stuff.
but-
That's ex-player.
That's good as Harry O'Brien. Mate.
Hang on a
No one
sec.
cares.
The other thing is, I did think of that, and I put it
Yeah,
to you, and I
that's
said,
true.
But if you're hearing nastiness,
No,
right,
just
Hang on,
listen. Just
hear me
listen
out.
to this. It's a good point.
and he's not the only ex-Collingwood player on the team. And the other ex-Collingwood player doesn't get any fucking boo.
Dawes.
He hardly got any boos. And Dawes was fucking shit. And every
because
time he went-
Dawes actually got them good value because he was shit, and they got picks for him.
I don't think
and
it's for
that
that.
was-
I think Collingwood supporters boo
bit of an
H
undertone,
because
yeah.
he's
But
also
this is more fresh.
He's a bit like
He only crossed over last year.
yeah. And the other thing is,
First time is it the second or first time he's played them?
second time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dawsey's he's been there for a couple of years now at least.
Ages.
This is his third year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just
So
think
maybe,
it's a bit
yeah.
pick and choose. You know, if you know,
And he,
Yeah,
he
later
was a lot
boo,
more
fine.
outspoken than Dawes.
he's a lot more.
And he was actually a
Adam
good
Goodes.
player.
Who?
Mm.
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great
Oh,
player.
yeah, well, to liken it, Christensen got booed at Geelong.
Yeah. Of course. That's an ex-player.
I think Beams would get booed.
But
if
both two
Collingwood
ex-players
played
in the same
Brisbane.
team, one gets booed more than the
But
other.
one's a lot more freshly converted than the other
I
one.
don't think that's the case. I think it's the case he's louder.
He's
It's like
louder.
Adam Buck
Yeah.
is louder.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's got a
Mate,
lot more to say.
He gave a weird speech at his farewell, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? He's weird." Okay, let's boo him.
Yeah, that was pretty odd.
Yeah, but no one else boos him, though.
Yeah, that's right. No one else boos him. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. I was pleasantly surprised by the match.
Yeah, it was great to see. It was wonderful to watch the match at home, knowing you were there, and knowing you were coming home. I was sitting on the couch having a beer with Rudy, and I was just very excited to see you walk through the door, especially because of how I was feeling. It was just it was a wonderful.
And I actually
There's
was
some
gonna,
wonderful symmetry to it.
I tipped against us. I'll wave the
That's
flag.
why I didn't put you in the bet, because not even you wanted them.
And then
Yeah,
after
you
Friday
gave him a chance.
night, I would have before the game started, before the first bounce, I would have changed my tip. I thought we're going to be inspired by Richmond, and we were. And they even admitted it.
Well, yeah, Paul Roos admitted it post game, just quietly, that he took the players aside before the game and said, "Look at what Richmond did last night. Look what they were able to do to the best team in the competition because they were ferocious." That's all you got to do.
Like that against Collingwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
On the D's, well done. Who
Yeah,
are
it
you
was-
playing this week? Back to back?
North Melbourne.
Ooh,
I reckon
Battle
we'll
of the
beat. I reckon
Melbournes.
we'll beat North Melbourne.
I hope you do.
Another hoodoo to smash or crack or fuck up.
I really hope you do.
Lovely.
That'd be great for the finals too, to shake things up.
That's it.
Yeah, you'll be liking that. How about we talk about some
some
preacher
Sainers.
shit?
Sainers, yeah. All right.
I must say I've ignored the Saints most of the week because you got me all hyped up for them, Marsh.
No.
Yeah.
You really did. You hyped them up massively last week with your Bones call and showing us the statistics and the numbers you went into
All that
to
work.
how you'd make the finals.
and crashing down.
and it
again.
was
Really?
just yeah.
I counted for one loss.
You did. You did account for one loss. You did account for one loss, but
And
it wasn't the first one.
Came a bit soon.
no, but the rest I reckon are well gettable.
I hope you get a few of
I
them.
stand by my. But that's it. That's the best case scenario. But anyways,
What was the difference?
Sorry,
The
mate. Only,
difference us
only
playing
Richmond
us.
can pull a Richmond.
what was the difference? Sorry.
Between last week and the team, against us and against who'd you lose to?
Fans,
Port.
the fans and Rewalt.
Yeah, no Roo hurt you.
No,
You didn't have any fans at the MCG game either.
I was there.
So when you mean
So
fans,
yeah, Marsh.
No, we had a little bit of fans, but nah, I don't know. And we'll play Melbourne.
Yeah.
But Port over there, we were good in the first half. We mashed up everything, but we couldn't kick goals.
so
And this track, anyways, it will be about Fremantle and how we have no track.
No
Well,
track,
it was
mate.
like,
No
welcome
track.
to the
The-
house of fun.
yeah,
Every time they come to our house, it's fun. And
you've got a very interesting record against Freo. It seems like Ross Lyon just feels sorry, and I'd be really curious to see if he rests a whole bunch of players this weekend.
He won't.
You
Josh.
never know.
Josh, I remembered.
Five can't play.
I got skipped.
You got skipped, did you? Sorry.
I remember the conversation we're going to have, Josh, but we'll have to save that for next time because Josh didn't bring his charger.
Yeah.
About the time Jack got beaten by a girl on the footy field.
Oh,
Here we go.
we'll save that for.
I think this has happened.
Save that for a rainy day, ladies.
So anyways, Dempster comes out this week and says that the Saints aren't going to be a walkover and we're going to shape the 8. And that's well true. Because who have we got? We've got Freo.
We should, you got
go
Freo.
yeah,
Sorry,
go Freo.
sorry, mate. We're very rushed on time.
No.
So we're gonna.
enough of this.
Yeah, that's enough of this. We have a couple of minutes.
Yeah. We listened to half an hour of fucking Tiger talk.
Yeah,
Jack
you
shoot
didn't
our
beat
battery.
Hawthorn.
Mate, we already know you're going to finish 5th. You won. You beat Hawthorn. You dropped the spot. Now you're 6th.
No, well, it's not going to happen this week. Sydney's going to lose to Geelong, and we're going to go up into the top 4.
No, you're not, because you're going to get done by Adelaide. And Adelaide
Sydney going to stick to my form.
Anyway,
They'll
moving
pave the
away
way
from
for
that,
us.
we've got to go to Master Dash. So you hit us
Yeah.
with some questions for
On
this
your
week.
Dino.
And the first one is the softest player from your team. So we'll start. Who's got theirs lined up in their head?
Mine's a doozy. Mine's Road Dog.
Lyndon Dunn.
Yeah.
Really? Softest player.
He's cheeky.
His mum fights
He
his
thinks
battles.
he's tough, but
He
he's not.
thinks he's tough, but he
He
can't
picks
hang.
he picks on a lot of fights, and he's just cheeky. He's not.
And then his
tough.
mum gets in the media and fights his battles.
That's a great question. Who's the softest player?
It's a tough one to nail down.
The one, but I reckon it can't be like
It can't be like a VFL kid.
one that's regularly in your team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who is
That's-
this soft guy?
that's the thing about Saints footy.
Who likes it, is he?
Who is?
Yeah, the Tigers have got
You've got one. What's his name?
Who?
Gilbert.
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 Yeah, Gilbert doesn't
Yeah,
get around.
Gilbert
it.
is soft cock. He is a
Yeah,
soft
Gilbert
cock.
is pretty soft.
Him or Fisher?
Nah, Gilbert's not soft.
Fisher's softer than Gilbert.
I don't know.
They're
Just
both
Fisher's
soft.
soft. I'd say Fisher's
Fisher?
the softest.
Yeah, see, I struggle here.
Actually, I'd say Chris Dawes. Not.
from
seriously, Chris Dawes.
from the players that are
From
getting a game
Brighton
every
boys,
week, I
kind of.
really struggle
Actually,
to
Jack
find
Watts
someone
is
who's
pretty
soft. Maybe
Jack
a little
Watts is
bit. I'm
nasty,
sorry to
though.
give him a little hit, but Grigg, he's
Yeah.
probably the softest. But that's saying
Hey,
something.
finally coming around. Grig is shit.
No, he's not shit.
He
but
is.
he's just a little bit soft.
They don't have that stat anymore about clangers.
He
'cause
doesn't.
he kicks
Like,
a lot of
I'm
them.
not trying to sting him here, but all the other players in our team will go back with the flight a bit quicker than Grigg would. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's a good thing. I didn't have to think so hard about
Yeah.
that.
So,
I mean, I
alright.
did have to think about
Number
it,
2
but,
from the list of free agents.
Fisher just.
Who do you think would be a tasty pick? And he's asked.
the list? He's got it up.
Tom
He's got the list up,
Bell-Chambers.
but he's asked you to be a really
Chris Yarran
Tom Bell-Chambers
Bell-Chambers
for St Kilda.
from Richmond.
from
From Essendon.
Essendon too.
Because he
For St
fucking,
Kilda.
inside word, I know, the Sparky at work knows him personally, and he said he don't want to be there next year. So he's
Of
going.
course, yeah, he's going.
He's going.
Who?
And
Carlisle.
Heard is being a shit coach at the
No,
moment
Bell-Chambers.
and not
Bell
playing
Chambers.
anything about him.
Oh,
He will go and he will dominate another club. Why would you draft Giles
But
and
you-
not play
you-
the motherfucker?
But do you want
well,
him
now
to-
they're playing.
No, but really, the question is: do you think is that what Saints want?
No, they don't need a Bell Chambers, but he's
Exactly.
a good
That's
free
it.
agent.
But the question
Not
was,
to
who
the
would
Saints.
you choose? For the Saints, I would choose Chris Yarran. Easy.
Yeah, you'd take Chris.
Yeah.
See, he's not actually on the free agents list.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
me, but neither is Chris Yarran. Chris
Yeah.
Yarran isn't, but what looks like a bit of trade bait. Yeah, I'll say Stephen Motlop.
Who's on the list? Is he on the list, Motlop?
Where's the list at?
Is
No,
Motlop
the list is up. It's a very broad list because
Yeah.
it hasn't taken off the players that have re-signed or retired, so
Yeah, we'll be able to filter through.
it's loading. So
Yeah, I hope
you know.
Motlop do
Quickly-
another tambling, and he does nothing.
All right, so
Maybe Dangerfield.
well, he's
Dangerfield.
restricted.
Dangerfield.
You think,
Dangerfield's going
yeah, but be
nowhere.
realistic. Who
He's
would be a
going
tasty
nowhere.
pick-up?
Dangerfield.
He's going
For the-
nowhere.
Everyone-
I think
he's the obvious
Leuenberger from Brisbane could, not for us, but he's going to move.
We're going to be a smoky for Dangerfield.
You said be realistic.
We are. We got cash. Got more cash than any other dickheads.
Yeah, Tom Bell-Chambers and Courtney Dempsey are on there. I don't know if anyone wants
No one wants
Dempsey.
Courtney.
There's
Go away,
Dusty
Courtney.
Fletcher's name there.
Get a yeah.
We'll take Dusty.
but
Colin
he's not
Garland,
gonna-
get
Or
rid of him.
Suckling.
Mark J. Get rid of him. Nathan Jones. Oh,
He's
re-signed.
re-signed. He's re-signed.
Keep your niggas on.
I heard your voice just pitch
Da,
there.
da, 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 Nathan Jones.
See, most of the ones on this list have been re-signed, and I mean Sam Fisher, Sam Gilbert. Get rid of Gilbert.
Gilbert.
What about
And Sean Dempster are all on your list. but I think
Andreas
they're going
Everett?
Yeah, he's
Andreas
not.
Everett, he's not on there. See, a lot of these people, the ones
according
you were
to the
talking about,
according to the age, he might not be
But
staying
he's not a
there.
free agent.
he's not a free agent, but
No. Out of that, Paddy
clubs
Dangerfield.
will always trade.
He might be on the trade table.
So Dangerfield, we could appease them. We'd give him our first pick.
He won't go after Walsh.
I think Melbourne are going to...
He won't go after Walsh.
No, I don't think he'll go. But I think Melbourne are in a better position
Nah,
to get
Adelaide will match his thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
And bluff it so that they have to trade for it.